Hello, Year Sevens. Hope you're keeping well. A bit of a different starter today because I needed to check a different topic to make sure you can do it before we actually start the lesson, and I didn't really know how long it was going to take. Um, Today we're going to be looking at averages from a table. We're going to be looking at finding the mode, the median, and the range. And then next lesson, we're going to look at averages again, and next lesson, we're going to look at finding the mean from a table. But before we can use a table and talk about why it's useful, we need to make sure that you can put information in a table and then work some things out from there. So here's our question. Amanda collected 20 leaves and wrote down their lengths in centimeters. And there is a nice little list of her results. I would like you to draw and complete the frequency table to show her results. So you can go ahead and complete the tally and the frequency, and then you've got 2 questions to do after that. If you pause the video now, I'll come back with the solution in just a moment. If you're not sure how to complete a tally chart, you just, for instance, you could cross off the 5, and then you would put a tally beside the 5, and then you do the same thing with the 6. All right, once you get to 5 tallies, you make 4 lines, and then you cross across it. All right, go ahead. All right, and there are the results for the tally chart. It wants us to write down the modal length, which means which length is the most common. You can see that the 5 centimeters has 6 as a frequency. So 6 is the highest number in the frequency column. So that means 5 centimeters is the most common. And then for the next part, it says work out the range. The longest leaf was 8 centimeters and the shortest leaf was 2 centimeters. So we can subtract that and the range is 6. All right, let's take a look at working those kinds of questions out when the table is already given to us. All right, example 1. Ali found out the number of rooms in each of 40 different houses in a town. So he went around to 40 different houses and he knocked on the door and said, "Excuse me, how many rooms are in your house?" He uses information to complete this frequency table. And our question is to work out the most common number of rooms. That would be the same as the modal number of rooms or the mode. A lot of times when we talk about a table, it says modal as opposed to mode, but it still means the same thing. So we look under the frequency column for the highest number, and that is 12, and that correlates to 7 rooms. So 7 rooms would be the mode. All right, let's look at another example. All right, same example, but a different measurement that we're going to find this time. So again, Ali in his 40 houses, and he asked them how many rooms they had. Work out the range in the number of rooms. The most rooms that any of the houses had was 9, and the least that they had was 4. So we're only looking in this column over here. We're not looking at the whole table. We're looking for the range in the number of rooms. So this time we don't actually care about the frequency. So the range this time would be 5. All right, now the median is definitely a little bit more complicated, I think. This one wants the same question as before. They'd like us to work out the median number of rooms. So the median is always going to be the middle value. In this particular case, there are 40 houses. So we're going to do 2 steps to this one. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So we're looking for if he went and was able to organize the houses from the least amount of rooms to the most amount of rooms, which is how they are in the table, we want to find the 20th house. So we're going to look for the 20th house in the data. Okay, 20 is not our final answer. None of the houses had 20 rooms. We're looking for the 20th house in the data. So here are the first 4 houses. Okay, the first 4 houses had 4 rooms. Those are the least amount. 4 is not, or the 20th house is not in the first 4 houses, so that doesn't help us. If we go to the next bit, okay, 4 plus 7 is 11. The 20th house is not in the first 11 houses, so that still doesn't help us. If we add on the next bit as well, 4 plus 7 plus 10 is 21, which means that we found the 20th house. The 20th house is in the first 21st numbers. We knew it wasn't this one, and it wasn't this one, so it has to be this one right here. and that is 6 rooms. So 6 rooms is the median. All right, what you're going to do now, you may want to replay those 3 examples. You're going to try to find the the median, the mode, and the range from a very similar set of data. I will give you the answers, but here's the question. So this table shows how much pocket money everyone in a form gets each week. There's 3 questions for you to work out. What is the modal amount of money? Work out the range in the amount of money, and work out the median amount of money. Now, they haven't told us how many people are in this form group. I'm going to leave that to you to figure out. Pause the video now, and I'll come back with some answers. All right, so the modal amount of money, that is what is the most common amount of money. 16 is the highest frequency, so 16 goes with 2 pounds. So the most common amount of money that people get, or the modal amount of money, is 2 pounds. We want to work out the range, and it says work out, so we actually should do some writing down. Work out the range. The most that anybody gets is 30 pounds, and the least that anybody gets is 0. So the range would be 30. Now, the last one, and definitely the most complicated one, they want us to work out the median. Now, last time they told us how many people were in the table. This time they didn't. Actually, the last one was about houses. They didn't tell us people. Doesn't really matter. Work out the median. So first thing we have to do is find out how many people are in the form. We're going to do that by adding up the frequency. 5 plus 16 is 21, 27, 29, 30. So there's 30 people altogether. 30 divided by 2 is 15. We are looking for the 15th person. Now, thankfully, this data has been lined up perfectly in this table for us. It goes from smallest to biggest. So now all we have to do is find the 15th person. So the first 5 people, the smallest 5 numbers, get 0 pounds. 15 is not in the first 5 numbers. Let's add on the next bit. 5 plus 16 is 21. 15 is in the first 21 numbers. So yes, this is what we're looking for. This is the median. The median is going to be 2. So we found out that the median is the 15th person, which is in the first 21 numbers, and that relates to a median value of 2 pounds. Okay, hopefully that went all right. You're just going to go ahead and practice these today. There's a Google Doc for you to complete. You can do it in your book, or you can do it on the sheet. Let me know in the Google Classroom if you have any questions. See you later. Bye.